Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. The FIFA World Cup is officially underway in Qatar. The first match of the tournament saw the host nation beaten by Ecuador 2-0. FIFA President Gianni Infantino kicking things off.
Let the show begin. All the best to everyone. Mabruk, Elf Mabruk.
The Socceroos kick off their campaign against France on Wednesday morning. Strong winds are lashing much of New South Wales from the Central Coast right down to the border. The SES has received hundreds of calls across the state for fallen trees and roof damage. SES coordinator Emma Sheethers says they're monitoring conditions closely.
Severe weather warning still in place for widespread windy conditions across New South Wales, which are forecast to continue well into today.
At least 5 people have been killed and 18 others injured in a mass shooting at a Colorado nightclub. A 22-year-old man is accused of opening fire at a gay nightclub in Colorado Springs. He is now in police custody. Police Chief Adrian Vasquez describing the attack as senseless and evil.
I want every citizen in our city to know that the men and women of the Colorado Springs Police Department stand with you during this tragedy. We are working tirelessly to ensure that justice for the victims in this senseless and evil shooting is given.
The Medibank hackers are at it again. The Russian cybercriminals have released more customer data onto the dark web. The health insurer is still refusing to pay a ransom. The COP27 Climate Summit has reached agreement on setting up a fund to compensate nations disproportionately impacted by climate change. More than 200 countries agreed to a deal. The Transitional Committee will now debate which nations should contribute to the fund. And Lisa Wilkinson is leaving the project after 4 years on the show. Her final show was last night, but she is staying at 10. To sport now, brought to you by Ladbrokes. As mentioned, the World Cup has kicked off in Qatar. Australia is set to take on France on Wednesday morning. The Socceroos will be without Martin Boyle, though, who's been struggling with a knee injury. And in the Women's Big Bash, the Adelaide Strikers, Sydney Sixers and Melbourne Renegades all had wins. And for even more sports news, make sure you check out the Sports Update. You'll find it wherever you're listening to this show. In entertainment news, Kanye West is back on Twitter with new owner Elon Musk reinstating the accounts of those he thought were controversial. Donald Trump and Kathy Griffin have also been brought back to the platform. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you later on for another episode of The Update.